Is Jared Kushner a honeypot? Because I found some crazy coincidences, shall we say.
Would it be completely crazy to say that Jared Kushner is working in an Epstein-like fashion?
Jared Kushner was born January 10th, 1981, and raised in an influential modern Orthodox Jewish family in Livingston, New Jersey. His grandparents, Joseph and Ray Kushner, were Holocaust survivors from Poland, and his father Charles is a multi-billion-dollar real estate mogul and a major donor to pro-Israel and Jewish causes. But among the regular guests in the Kushner household during Jared's youth was a then rising star in Israeli politics named Benjamin Bibi Netanyahu. Now, the bond between the Kushners and Bibi was so close that during one trip to New Jersey, it was reported that a young Jared Kushner once lent Benjamin Netanyahu his bed. Sleepovers with Netanyahu. Kind of reminds me of another alleged honeypot connection, Erica Kirk, and how she was hanging out with the son of Netanyahu before meeting and falling in love with Charlie Kirk. Back to Jared. He was reunited with Netanyahu a few years later in 1998 on a tour of a Nazi concentration camp in Poland before flying to Israel to, quote, complete the journey from slaughter to Zionist rebirth. At Harvard, Jared Kushner was a core fixture and megadonor of the campus Chabad. Now, among Jared's mentors at Harvard was none other than law professor Alan Dershowitz, Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. And this is where things start to get a little bit more juicy. According to an FBI informant in a document released in the Epstein files, Dershowitz told U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta that Epstein belonged to both U.S. and allied intelligence services, and that Dershowitz regularly debriefed with Mossad during the trial. Anyway, on page 2 of the same FBI document, the informant also alleged that Trump had been compromised by Israel and that Jared Kushner is the real brains behind his organization and presidency. But the question is, just how did he work his way into Trump's orbit? So the story goes like this. In 2007, Ivanka Trump is introduced to Jared Kushner by a Jewish diamond merchant named Moishe Lax under the guise of business, with their first meeting being at a kosher steakhouse called the Prime Grill near Trump Tower. Just a little networking lunch, no big deal. Anyway, we're told that they immediately hit it off, but they hit a bit of a roadblock because she wasn't Jewish. Ivanka would then eventually agree to undergo a months-long conversion to Orthodox Judaism, and the couple married in October of 2009 at Trump National Golf Course in Bedminster, New Jersey. And what I'm insinuating, of course, is whether all of this is proof of a covert foreign intelligence operation, the honeypot of honeypots, where Kushner was able to, through marriage, acquire a seat at the table with Trump in order to do the bidding of a foreign country.